everybody knows it's important to get reviews, to get high star ratings and everything else so that your customers, when they're looking around for you, they find all this good reports on you and then they just want to spend money with you, right? Everyone knows that. So a lot of places are already giving you a way to get those review links out to customers, right? And we were kind of doing the same thing. So we had a thank you email. You could send it out to your customers and you could get this review. And ours, by default, was set up as an internal review. So it would come into our site. You could do a customized survey, get those review ratings and so forth, and then post that up on your website. And we made that very easy to do. But there were a lot of times when people were saying to us, you know, we want Google reviews, we want Facebook reviews. And we said, sure, not a problem. Just change the link in that email. Instead of sending them to the internal review, you can send them to Google or Facebook or wherever you want to send them. And that works great. And that's basically what you could get with any other software company. However, we're raising the bar. We like to do things better than all the other software companies. So here's what we got for you. We're going to make it possible for you to set up this system so that you're automatically getting reviews at every place that you want to get reviews without doing any extra work. Just a one-time setup. So check this out. You're going to like this. So I'm going to go to the settings here. I'm going to go to General Preferences. And we have a new thing here called Reviews. So on this Reviews section here, what I can do is put in a name for what I want to call the site that I'm sending them to. And then I can put in the review link. And I'm going to show you how to do those real quick, just because sometimes it's not easy. So I'm on my Google My Business page. If I scroll down, there's this review form here. You can say share it, share via email, and it's going to open up an email. Now you can't see that email right now, but I'm going to copy that out of there. And I'm going to come back in here and boom, there's my link. That's specific to my company. Okay. Now here's where we get to the cool stuff. Anybody can do that, and most software will. But we're doing something even better. So we can set this up so that in the email, when they click, and I'll show you a little sneak peek of the email here real quick. Check this out. We've got this new review email here with these star ratings, okay? Now this shows up in the email like this. When they click on these stars to rate you, that's going to give you that rating, but it's going to then push you up to, or push them up to the place that you're sending them, okay? So what we can do is we can kind of filter out the bad reviews. So when we get a good review, 5-star, we can send them to where we want them to review us, okay? When we get a low review, a 2 or a 1-star, we can send them internal and make sure that we're not getting those bad reviews posted on those sites like Google and Facebook, okay? So check it. All I do is come in here and I set a minimum rating. I don't want anything under a 4-star ever going to Google, okay? So that's how I do it. Now this other thing here, weight allows us to say where we want to send most of our people to review us. Now, if you're really behind on reviews for Google, you might want to give it a higher weight, okay? So we'll do something like that. We'll give it a 3. Let's do Facebook because everyone likes to give Facebook reviews too. So we'll just call that one Facebook. We're going to go to Facebook. This one's a little harder to find. Go to your page for your business. You're going to then go to Settings. And then you're going to go to Templates and Tabs. You might have to watch this a couple times to figure out where I went, especially if you're using the new Facebook. Next thing we're going to do is click here for Settings of Reviews, and down here's a URL. We're going to copy that URL. That's our URL to get people to our Facebook reviews. So we're going to paste that in there, and we're going to do the same sort of thing. We don't want any reviews under a 4-star getting up there, okay? Now when they click that star review, that doesn't tell it doesn't immediately push that number of stars to that place. So they could still go there and put a lower star review, but it will help prevent that because most likely they're not going to click a 4-star and then give you a 1-star when they get there. Google and Facebook, they won't let us push that star rating up to them. So they want the customer to do it themselves. So, but this is going to help filter out those bad reviews, okay? So now we're going to set this one. Let's say Facebook, we don't need as many reviews there. We already have a bunch. We'll set it to a 1 weight. That basically says 3 times out of 4, it's going to go to Google, and 1 time out of 4, it's going to go to Facebook, okay? And that's how that works. Now, anything lower than a 4 of minimum rating 4-star review is going to go to our internal site. So you're still going to get that review. You're still going to be able to deal with the customer. Make sure you figure out what happened, why they're unhappy, and make the corrections in your company. One of the things I would recommend though is we have this special one here. You see, this is the internal review. Okay, if we click on that, it makes it a little easier for you. I would recommend still putting this in too. And you could do, whatever you wanted here at this point. Probably would set it as a 4, same as what you got on these other ones, because we want to get a couple good reviews on our internal stuff too. We don't want all bad reviews coming here. We want some good ones that we can push up to our website and advertise with. So we're going to set that as well. So there you go. That's how you set it up. And now the next step you're going to have to take, and I can't show you this on my dev server right now, but what you're going to do is go into the thank you email, customer thank you, and you've probably got an old template in there. We're going to put a link in here that'll help you, and you just click and it'll load in the new templates. I don't have that in there yet, but we'll have that for you here soon. So this is what it's going to load in. So all you really need to do is probably change your logo here or whatever you want to put in that. You can obviously adjust this to whatever you want it to say, and then save it. And you don't have a link anymore. They just click these stars, and those are the links. So now, the other thing that we're doing here is we're tracking all these reviews. So to some degree. So we're going to track on each lead where it is we sent them to do a review. Now it's possible that they click that review email a few times and they give you a couple different reviews, and they could be giving them to you in different locations based on the way you have this set up. But we do track that as well to kind of keep track of where you're sending all these people out to. So anyway, this is a pretty big thing. It's a pretty small change, but I think it's going to make a huge difference in how you're able to collect reviews and just really promote yourself above the competition. And remember, this is something that InflatableOffice and EventOffice is doing for you that you probably aren't going to find anywhere else. Somebody else might try to copy it, but we're the first. We always do it best. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not using us yet, get with us. We're happy to help you get set up. We can import pretty much anyone's software information into our system. And if you are using us, make sure you connect with us and get this stuff set up, because we find that a lot of people are overwhelmed by all the features we push out, and we want to make sure that you're using all these new features, because you need to make a lot of money for your company after this COVID stuff, and it makes no sense to not take advantage of all the stuff that we give you. These things come out for free. If you're a paying customer, you get these new things just like that. Okay? All right, guys. It was good talking to you. We'll catch you later.